Stop calling it burnout. You're just undisciplined. Let's cut the crap. You're not burnt out. You're bored, distracted, and addicted to comfort. Every time you scroll through another motivational reel, hoping it'll light a fire under your ass, you're lying to yourself. You're not tired, you're undisciplined, and your life reflects that. You don't need rest, you need a reckoning. Let's be brutally honest. You say you're overwhelmed, but your screen time says 6 hours on TikTok. You say you're drained, but your Netflix history says you had energy for 8 episodes straight. You say you're not inspired, but when was the last time you did anything that required inspiration? You're not burnt out, you're avoiding the uncomfortable truth. You have goals that your habits don't support. You have dreams that your discipline won't sustain, and deep down, you know it. Here's the first harsh truth. You've mistaken dopamine for progress. You confuse motion with momentum. Reading self-help threads, buying planners, making digital vision boards, you feel productive without actually producing a damn thing. Let me ask you this. If someone muted your social media and deleted your to-do list app, would there be any proof that you're actually building the life you claim to want? Or would we just find dust, excuses, and half-finished passion projects? Second brutal realization. You've been lying to yourself about effort. You think showing up sometimes should yield full-time results. You train like an amateur and expect to perform like a professional. You work until it gets hard, then scroll, snack, sleep, or spiral. Meanwhile, the version of you that could have existed, he's dead, starved by your excuses. Discipline isn't doing hard things when you feel like it, it's doing them especially when you don't. You say you want peace, but your actions worship chaos. Late nights, no routine, junk food, zero boundaries. What you call freedom is just lack of structure, and what you call burnout is just the cost of chronic self-betrayal. So what's the shift? It's not sexy, it's not a 7-step morning routine, it's not journaling with a candle and lo-fi in the background. It's responsibility. Ruthless, ugly, unfiltered responsibility. You want clarity? Stop saying, I don't know, and start deciding. You want energy? Fix your sleep, eat like an adult, move your body. You want self-respect? Stop negotiating with your inner coward. You're not tired, you're just used to quitting, and that habit is destroying your potential more than any workload ever could. This isn't burnout, it's betrayal. You betrayed your goals for another comfort binge. You betrayed your mind by numbing it every night. You betrayed your future for short-term relief, and now you wonder why your life feels empty? Burnout implies you gave too much, but you haven't even scratched the surface of your capacity. You've just given in too early, too often. Here's your wake-up call. Discipline is not punishment. It's respect for the life you say you want. So stop saying you're exhausted when you haven't earned fatigue. Stop calling it burnout when it's just a lack of consistency. If you want a breakthrough, get serious. Not next week, not when you're in the mood. Now. Because here's your final slap of truth. Your life is your fault, and it will stay that way until you stop whining, start choosing pain on purpose, and finally become someone your future self doesn't resent.